Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Triangle Strategy Walkthrough. Alright, so really just to start out here with the Central Aesfrost. So it says here the House Wolfort arrives at Ironstone. They are greeted by Archduke Gustav. Oh, Gustadolf. Okay, well, so let's do that.
I am Gustadolf, Archduke of Aesfrost. Allow me to personally welcome you to my nation. I hear I am addressing the new Lord of House Wolfort, yes?
Serenoa Wolfort, Your Grace. It is an honor to have an audience with you. On behalf of King Regna and all of Glenbrook, you have our sincere gratitude for your generous contributions to the mining effort.
Consider your gratitude accepted. Avlora informs me that you fought well in the tourney. I would much like to see for myself how the legendary Simon's son carries himself in battle.
I train twice as hard, yet am not half the warrior he is.
It is good that you make such effort. I would expect no less for my brother-in-law to be. Norzelia is changing. The time when matters were settled by blade draws to a close. In the spirit of this age of diplomacy, I would hear your honest thoughts on the mining accord.
Okay, so it looks like we've got a conviction choice here, so let's see here. So the top option here is I believe it's an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations. It is a lucrative enterprise that stands to benefit all of our nations equally. Yeah, that's definitely the utility option. And then the bottom one here is I cannot shake the fear that our visions do not align and this fragile alliance may not hold. Apparently this is the liberty option. There's I guess my initial thoughts on this system is I don't know. I'm struggling with whether or not these really fit well with, you know, liberty, morality, utility. Utility, I mean, this one seems accurate, right? Like that one actually seems that seems to make sense. But yeah, I don't know about the other two. I am gonna go with the top option though. This does seem like the better, you know, more diplomatic option here.
I believe it an important alliance that may bring harmony to our three nations.
An uninspiring answer, and naive at that. Do you truly believe that each of our nations aspires to the same harmony?
And what is it that you aspire to, Your Grace?
Why, peace for all of Norzelia, of course. Peace and freedom for all its peoples to live as they please. Frederica, do not lose sight of your role in all of this. Stand by Serenoa always, and represent Aesfrost with pride and grace.
I shall, brother.
Prince Roland, as you have come in secret, I will dispense with formalities.
I appreciate the consideration, Your Grace.
That said, does King Regna not worry that his younger son visits a foreign land on his own?
I am no longer a child, and it is a prince's duty to be worldly.
A fine outlook. In that case, I would show you to the archives.
It holds countless tomes, from the ancient to the new. I dare say it rivals that of Hyzant's Ministry of Medicine.
An intriguing offer, and one I gladly accept.
Lord Wolfort, you and your men are free to join us as well.
Truly, Your Grace? I understand the archives hold many a closely guarded secret.
And rest assured, I have no intention of giving those away. But now that we are allies, through mining and marriage alike, a brief tour is more than in order.
Beg your pardon, but I heard this is where the salt flows cheap like.
Not here, it doesn't. Go bother someone else.
I'm not asking for my health. Here's an advance.
How much do you need?
As much as you can spare. I'm good for 10 times what I gave you.
I'm not to sell you now. Come back tonight, money in hand, to the spot marked here.
And I know your face, so don't try anything stupid.
You have my word. That looks like the spot on the map. Just there. Right then, Sickers. I've got the location for you. This is where they do their dirty work.
I knew you were the man for the job. Excellent work, Rudolph.
My name's cleared then, yeah? I'll be pardoned?
You have my word. That said, our forces are stretched quite thin this evening. We'll need you to assist in apprehending them as well.
Risk my life in exchange for a pardon? Are you mad?
We need you. These fiends are swindling the poor, selling them impure salt mixed with all manner of unsavory things. They must be jailed at all costs.
Fine. I'll help you bring him in.
Glad to hear it. You're too good a man to be branded a criminal.
Don't you flatter me after all this. You saw him, didn't you? They don't work alone. An operation like this ain't run by one man. And last I checked, we're only 2.
We'll assemble reinforcements.
What an astounding collection of tomes.
The sum of Norzelia's knowledge, including volumes thought lost or banned outright in other nations.
I did not expect to see so many people in a facility so important.
Each and every one is a scholar, conducting important research in their field of expertise.
Scholars? All of them?
Brother gives no thought to background, gender, or social status during the selection process. All in Esfrost are given equal opportunity, provided they show desire and aptitude.
Of course, we prize ability above all else. So long as they produce results, they are free to research as they please.
The most open-minded approach.
Indeed.
I see now how Esfrost arrives at its marvels of engineering.
This portion contains the collected writings on metallurgy and our nation's rich history with iron. Our ancestors were but a tribe of impoverished hunters until the man who would become our first Archduke discovered iron. Iron changed our lives. It transformed the way we worked, farmed, built, and fought. The history of iron is the history of Esfrost. It is our pride and joy, the engine that drives us.
My father told us that Esfrost is made of iron, that neither its people nor weapons would bend.
Just so, Prince Roland.
Your Grace. Forgive me the interruption. I have unfortunate news regarding the issue of which we spoke.
So you require reinforcements. Say no more.
Then there was the matter of the pardon.
On which my thinking has not changed. We will speak no more of this.
Understood.
Honored guests, I would consult with you on an important matter. This is Sicris, commander of Esros Constabulary.
Has something happened?
We have discovered an illicit salt trade operating within our borders. Yet we lack, at the moment, the manpower to address it. Might we have your assistance in apprehending the scofflaws?
Why, I would...
Lord Serenoa, matters of salt are fraught. I advise you not to engage without a clear strategy.
I understand it is a complex issue. Needless to say, I would not force this upon you.
Sounds simple to me. Just bringing some criminals to justice, yeah? I say aye, my lord.
I concur. What better way to thank His Grace for a tour of the archives?
Then it is settled. We shall help you.
I could not be more thankful. Sicris, brief our friends on the situation.
Of course, Your Grace. Come, I shall show you to the garrison.
Right. Looks like our buddies there really backed us into a corner. Wasn't really a way to refuse after, especially what Roland said there at the end. Alright, so it looks like here we've got a sub... what are these? So like a sub-event here. So let's see here. Franny and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. Let's take a look at this.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love? I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
Alrighty, let's save here. Every time I see Chapter 3, or the title for Chapter 3, Whither the River Flows, I think of that song by, God, is it like Collective Soul or something like that? Where the River Flows? Every time. I should probably save over that so it stops reminding me. But all right, let's keep going here. Constable Sicris, in charge of maintaining the peace in Esfrost, has a secret matter to discuss with Serenoa.
I'm honored to have House Wolford fight at our side.
As I am happy to be of service. Now then, what is the situation?
Eisen's excessive salt taxes have given rise to an illicit salt trade that plagues the duchy.
I have heard tell that the tariffs are exorbitant, but I've not heard a price.
Let it suffice to say that the cost of a single handful of salt could feed a family for a month.
And heavens!
As such, demand for salt, even impure or stolen, is nigh on infinite.
A crime, to be sure, but a necessary evil for the poor. Tight regulation risks drawing their ire.
Perhaps we should not have agreed to this so readily.
Indeed, the Archduke has a sharp mind and a silver tongue.
My brother may appear generous and open-minded, but one should never feel too safe around him.
I was too eager, my lord. And for that, I apologize.
I was the one who agreed. Fraught as the matter is, I could not refuse the Archduke to his face.
Illicit salt trade would threaten the salt revenue on which the duchy depends. Thus, they feel they must intervene, correct?
Precisely. We understand the plight of the people without question. On matters of maintaining order, however, we cannot waver, lest seams in the social fabric be rent asunder.
I understand the circumstances and wish to reiterate that you have our support. How would you employ us?
Our spy has already discovered where the smugglers operate. A transaction is to occur tonight. We shall make a move once our spy lures the smugglers into the open.
Understood. Then we shall familiarize ourselves with the town by nightfall.
Okay, so this looks like the exploration phase. I had best get my bearings. Perhaps a walk around the city and the archives is in order. Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase and may be selling rare items you'll not find at the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet. Indeed. Alright. There's our boy, Sicris. I have a duty to stamp out the illicit salt trade, no matter how much ire I draw from the people in doing so. What good is the rule of law if I allow this to continue unhindered? The duchy would all but collapse. I'm curious about whatever this liquid is here. It looks like lava. Ah, look at this. So back behind the house is a firestone. Let's see here. Yeah, is this really lava? That's wild. Oh, what do we have back in here? Nothing? Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing back. That's crazy. I was really thinking there was going to be something back there if they're letting us kind of, jump around and back. Not the case. Oh, okay, let's enter the building here. Alright. Take as much salt as this will buy. Aye, that'll get you this much. There you are. Is that all? I could swear it bought more. Costs more to get it now, I'm afraid. This is the best I can do. Alright, so here's Eredor. I had no idea salt was so expensive, mind you. I wouldn't call what we pay in Glenbrook cheap, but it's a damn sight less than this. Okay. There's 600 of... I still don't know what the currency is called yet, but... here's a poison recovery pellet. So that's just an antidote, I guess, right? I guess they're, trying to reinvent the wheel here on these item names. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot we can spin the camera. Oh, there it is. Alright, so there's another Firestone here on this corner here. Let's see here. Let's talk to this guy, I guess, huh? You'll find the Ironworks, our pride and joy, over in the Iron Stone. The heat from it is what keeps us going. And the heat is the thing you see. Wait, and the heat is the thing, see? It's what gives our iron the strength it's known for. That's just... Man, I'm really struggling with the way that these people speak. Man, what was the other game that was like that recently? Was Suikoden 5 kind of like that too? Where they... I don't know. They're like, the dialogue is wonky. This path leads to the Iron Stone. I cannot let you pass. Lord Dragon is desperate to make his grand entrance on the political stage. We're desperate for his actions to match his ambition. Not that Phallus will formally recognize him anyhow. Dragon's on the wrong side of a fork in the bloodline 2 generations back. Yeah, isn't that just how it goes? Alright, so here's an HP recovery pellet on the corner here. Let's see here. What's next? General Avlora's predecessor was a woman as well. She retired after the Salt Iron War, but she was a warrior the likes of which we'd never see again. Until General Avlora took her place, that is. Rumor has it she's the second coming. Alright. Enter the Esfrosty Archives. Not yet, actually. Oh, and there's a timber. Like right, I don't know, it's like right around here. Alright, let's... Oh, here's, Anna? Yeah. The duchy spends a small fortune on salt imports, given the distance. Salt itself is ever more expensive, so they hire guards to protect it. Guards need to be paid. That cost is passed to the people. Boy, I'm really liking the writing so far. Oh, there we go. Add recruitment noticed to notes. Okay. This is the building we've already been in. Let's head down here and talk to this. They pay you for as much iron as you can haul out of the mine, but it's not easy money. It comes with a tax paid in sweat and blood. Only in Esfrost can you go to sleep a pauper and awake richer than a prince. Okay. The Archduke respects our independence. It is our duty to prove we are worthy of such trust. Okay. Proper salt is expensive, yeah, but don't worry, I can save you some money if you like. Okay. Here's another HP recovery pellet. Did you know the Duchy's army has a contingent mounted on hawks? Makes fighting over the mountains easier, see? Oh, well. I know somebody like that. Oh, here's another cat. So I think that's number... is that cat number 3? Which I believe that makes that lady a crazy cat lady. Ha! Okay. How are you finding the duchy, Sereno? Has anything about our way of life caught your attention? Okay, let's see here. What is the, Alright, so the advantages that ironmongering affords the duchy are quite evident. Yeah, that's the utility option. For all the freedom you enjoy, I could not help but notice the poverty of the people. Oh my. Yeah, we're getting a little political now. Is capitalism based on the whatever, I guess the, what would it be, like the salt trade? Not, not evenly, or that maybe the wealth created from the salt trade isn't spread out evenly. Anyways, so that one's apparently the morality choice, and then the bottom one here is the liberty choice. I admire your commitment to education. Is it true that any and all may make use of the archives? Once again, I'm going with the morality choice here. I shan't deny it, many of them say the salt tariffs drove them to ruin. Building our society around iron mining and smelting has made us mighty but not invulnerable. Our people are not guaranteed to find work at high wages, for example. We grant the freedom of opportunity, not success. Freedom and meritocracy do not easily mix, I see. Ain't that the truth? Alright, let's see here. Do you reckon they'll actually pardon me? I guess I'll find out, seeing as I've already agreed to help. Alright, so that's Rudolph. That must be some criminal fella. And my take from the conversation between Gustadolf, or whatever the guy's name is, and who was the other guy? I can't remember his name already, but it sounds like it's his plan to not pardon this guy, but we'll see. We must tighten security in the city. If we stop even one sale of illicit salt, it will be worth it. Our spy tells us an illegal sale will take place here this very evening. Okay, let's head on in here then. Right, let's see here. Everyone knows that Lord Svarog is Archduke Gustadolf's uncle, sure. What they don't know is that he'll never be Archduke, for he's the son of a concubine, so, well, let's just leave it at that. Oops. Didn't need to do that again. Alright, yeah, it's not looking like there's anything in here. Oh, a little chess set there. Here? Nope, not looking like it. I think I already talked to that guy. Here is Huette. The constabulary is conspicuously present, no doubt watching for signs of illegal salt trading. Welcome, how can I be of service today? Let's see. Oil jug. Definitely gonna buy the stones and the timbers. Iron and fiber I'm not really that interested in buying more of. I feel like I've got enough. So, oil jug, I mean, this sounds kind of interesting. So I assume we throw this in battle, and I don't know, then we could probably ignite it in some way. Probably Frederica or a Firestone here. Yeah, deals fire type magic damage to a single enemy and sets the ground ablaze. Yeah, I mean, that sounds interesting. I don't think I'm gonna bother though. Alright. That looks like, is that gonna be it for exploration out here, I think. Alright, let's head into the the archives. Oh boy, okay. This place is gonna be pretty large too, eh? Here is Gila. The sheer number of tomes in the archives can be overwhelming as it is, and yet there are even more that never see the light of day. A collection of tightly restricted works rests beneath the main archives. One needs special dispensation to even lay eyes on them. Oops, didn't mean to talk to her again. Here's Benedict. The Duchy takes great pains to open wide the gates of knowledge and education. The people are free to pursue their studies as they see fit, and any may rise to prominence on their own merits regardless of station. This is undoubtedly one of the duchy's strengths. Okay. Right, here's a magic ring. Let's... Oh, shoot. I didn't really want to do this, but that was an accident. Oh, do I need to go to inventory to equip this stuff? There she is. There it is. Yeah, equip accessories. Alright, so we're gonna equip the magic ring on her. On Frederica. Alright, well, yeah, I accidentally went all into here, which is a little annoying. Oh, look at that! It pops you right back. Well, that's awesome. Okay, well, that's good. Roselia's lands and rivers, their compositions, qualities, and various other marvels. By Giovanni Koppel. It's as thick as the title is wordy. I haven't the time to read it all now. Okay. Who's this? The goddess of Salt's teachings tell us that Roselle must bear the stain of their collective sins from birth. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well... Is that must be like a religious thing that's determining that the Roselle are, what, unclean and evil or something? Added salt and meat to notes, alright. Let's see here. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so did I get, let's see here. War Chronicle. Is it notes? Yeah, Marvels of Roselia. Okay, I don't have that yet. Alright, you'll find no greater example of our iron-working prowess than the armor that adorns the Black Irons. No other nation can match the output of our foundries. We aim to keep it that way. Spoken like a true soldier, I cannot deny him pride in the duchy's achievements. I've no doubt the Black Irons are as formidable as he claims. Alright, here's on the symptoms of salt deficiency. Headaches, reduced circulation, palpitations of the heart. Severe cases resulted in patients losing consciousness. Okay, so yeah, salt is like literally something that you need to survive, apparently. May I never again see destruction like that the Salt Iron War unleashed upon the Norzelia. It took many moons for the Duchy and the Holy State to rebuild their capitals and domains in the aftermath. I shudder to think what have become of the continent had Glenbrook not intervened. Well, you're welcome. Alright, I missed this apparently. Added children's textbook Salt in Norzelia to notes. Okay. That chandelier is really in the shot. Get out of there. I've come to study the mining techniques of the Esfrosti, seeing as we'll be working side by side in the mines. And study I shall. Every tome I've opened has so much to teach me. Good thing, too, seeing as they pride themselves on their mining. Okay. Well, that was the Norzelia's, what was that? Marvels of Norzelia 1. Alright, so this one says, the kingdom of Glenbrook's crown city is situated along the banks of the Norzelia River. Once plagued by frequent deadly floods, previous monarchs oversaw projects to control the river's flow, transforming the capital into the idyllic city people know today. Bustling town and a bustling town in crystalline waters, dotted with merchant ships from all over the realm. There is no more fitting image for a kingdom of commerce. To top it all off, Whiteholm Castle has come to be known as Norzelia's most picturesque palace. There is more to the castle than its beautiful exterior. Genius feats of engineering went into constructing such a mammoth in the middle of the river, which becomes the castle's best defense the moment the bridge is raised. Out of all the castles ever built over Norzelia's storied history, there is no question that Whiteholm is the most impressive. Okay, very cool. Oopsies. else here in these? Have you heard the story of General Avlora? If the duchy's soldiers are to be believed, she began as a lowly foot soldier and rose all the way to general. Clearly, might and skill carry one quite far in the duchy. Wager she's no match for the Dawnspear, but she's a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, I mean, we already saw that she wasn't a match for the Dawnspear, apparently. Being that they basically dueled, right? Alright, let's talk to this guy. Used to see a rather eccentric woman in here all the time, but she's not shown her face in many moons now. She was incredibly fond of rocks, as I recall, and intelligent beyond her years. I wonder what became of her. Indeed, I wonder. All of us are researchers, yes, but what sort and what truths do we pursue? Ask and you may not find a common answer among us. Some shift focus as it suits the army, others pursue a single academic thread for decades. Tell me, as someone not of the duchy, how would you use such a collection of finely honed intellects? Alright, well, let's see here. Research leads to wisdom that lasts for generations. All of it is worthwhile. That's the morality choice. Knowledge should not be a vehicle for fame and fortune. All should be free to study what they please. Yeah, okay, so all should be free to study what, that's the liberty option. I guess that kind of makes sense. I ask you in response, what joy is there in study that does not benefit the nation? And that's utility. Once again, going with the morality choice here. It's probably gonna be that I'm gonna get to a point and I'm gonna go, boy, I wish I wouldn't have done all morality or something like that, but we'll see. I expected no less from the lord of the most famous high house in all Glenbrook. You speak your mind where few others would dare. You're quite right, good sir. Absent unfettered research, I doubt our forebears would have blessed us with the gift of the foundries. May I be so lucky as to repay my debt to them with an equally worthy contribution of our great society. Boy, yeah, indeed. I think that might be it for the exploration part here. Boom, 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 boom. Let me see here. Did I get the... Where's our notes here? Yeah, that stuff looks good. How about information? Boom, boom, boom. Yep, we have Asfrost. Yeah, I think we're done here with the exploration part. Wow, okay, well that was pretty quick. I think I'll save and check my time. I'm betting that I'm over. I am very much over. Alright, that is going to be it for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.